Hi guys, welcome back to Wentworth Life, the YouTube channel that talks everything Wentworth. If you're new to the channel, then please hit that subscribe button right now for all future updates. And if you stick around until the end of the video, I will be responding to some of your comments from a previous video. So I hope you've all had a lovely weekend. It is now the eve before our next Wentworth episode. So let's have a look at what's going to happen next. And I'm going to jump into the online episode guide. So, Rita sacrifices her one hope of exoneration in order to rescue Ruby. Believing Mari responsible for Ruby's disappearance, Ali takes extreme measures to get Mari to talk, with the help of Boomer and Judy, and nearly makes a fatal mistake. Mari saves Reb from an attack by the critter, bonding them while hiding it from Lou. Oh, so those two are going to bond. Anyway, Will clashes with Anne again over her interference in day-to-day management decisions, and Ferguson returns to Wentworth. So we have a big Rita episode tomorrow, which is about time. Been missing a lot of Rita. And we also have Ferguson finally coming back to Wentworth. So I'm just going to have a quick look now at this magazine article, and it heavily features on Rita and Ruby. So obviously last week's episode ended with Ruby being kidnapped, so what can we expect next? So Ruby has disappeared while on day release, kidnapped by crooked cops trying to force Rita to help them cover up a crime. Ali is convinced Mari Winter knows more about the disappearance than she'll admit. She tortures her for information, but with time running out, Rita knows the only way she can help is to break the conditions of her own parole and risk being sent back inside. It could see her returned to Wentworth or even killed if a rescue attempt goes wrong, but it's an easy decision for her to make. Rita gets word that Ruby is in danger. She must do what she promised from the moment she arrived in Wentworth, and that was to protect her little kangaroo bean. So throwing away her own chance at freedom, she slips off her parole tracker anklet and sets out to rescue her, no matter who gets in the way. Rudy is killed for Ruby before. So Rita is basically going to sacrifice everything to save her sister. But like I said in a previous video, I feel Ruby, if she survives, she's going to be charged for attempted escape, because unless she can prove that she's been kidnapped, then the authorities are going to think that she went on the run. Do you know what I mean? But then maybe she had a change of heart and handed herself in. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, she's meant to be in the city, sorting stuff out for her parole, but she's on the other side in the countryside, so she can't really dob Judy in, and yeah, so she's pretty much going to be treated as an escapee. So, it's not going to be good news for Ruby either way. Anyway, so let's take a look at some photos coming up in tomorrow night's episode. So we've definitely got some great Ferguson scenes coming up tomorrow night. She is literally going to cause mayhem. And it's also looking like that Mari is getting closer to Reb, which could prove very dangerous. Now, I also have a small article that I like to read out from a magazine which concerns Ferguson. Now, I'm not 100% sure if this is for tomorrow night's episode or for next week's, but I just had to read it out because I got really excited when I read it. So, this is the article. So after spending weeks in hiding on the outside and plotting her sinister revenge on those inside Wentworth, Joan Ferguson finally returns to her former life behind bars. Cold shivers immediately spear through everyone's spines at the sight of the brutal monster as Vera recoils in fright, knowing she's high on Joan's list for revenge, even though that she has no idea that Joan has been stalking her and baby Grace's every move on the outside. Joan is back, but it's not until she steps foot back into H1 compound that the tense atmosphere threatens to explode. Facing the prisoners, she revels in their hateful murderous stares, but it's clear she's only interested in reuniting with one woman, Ali. After all, it was B. Smith's girlfriend who condemned her to death when she swapped places with her during the escape bid years ago, which led to Joan leaving Wentworth in a box that became her coffin when Will buried her alive. For that injustice, Joan is out for Ali's blood. And sensing that Ali is deliberately keeping her distance from her, Joan prepares to surprise her. Alone in her cell, Ali is thunderstruck when someone creeps up on her, and as she fears it is Joan, she sinks to the floor and realizes that the fight of her life has just begun. So, literally guys, what the hell is going to happen to Ali? What the hell causes Ali to sink to the floor? It sounds very intriguing. We're being led to believe it's got something to do with Ferguson, but what if it's something entirely different? It's definitely got my brain going. I'm starting to think that maybe Ali's time might be up sooner than we think, but what's also interesting is this article telling us that Joan is indeed faking? Maybe the other characters won't know she's faking, but maybe us as viewers, we will find out maybe at the end of tomorrow night's episode that she is faking, which will prove very interesting indeed. But let me know in the comments box below, what is going to cause Ali to sink to the floor and make her realise that she has the fight of her life in her hands? I will be really interested to see what you guys think on this one. So on the subject of comments, it's now time for some comment replies. So we have Lights, Camera, Act. Linda being governor would be insane and somewhat hilarious. I would love it, and she deserves more screen time anyway, especially as an original cast member, so I am excited for it. Linda has long been an underdeveloped character, and I'm excited to see where it goes. I have to agree, I love Linda Miles. I'm not liking the way she is at the moment, but we haven't really gone down the route of learning about her PTSD yet. I think we've got all that to come. But it would be interesting to see how things would go if Linda did become governor. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But thank you for your comment. And we have Gary Hewitt. Wentworth is brilliant right now as ever. The new characters are so likeable, especially Lou Kelly. I have to agree with you, Gary. I think all the new characters that have been introduced so far in this season have been spot on. And it's brought so much energy and fresh storylines into the season. So I am loving them all, and I love Lou Kelly. So thank you for your comment. Josh Sims. I actually just got season 2 of Wentworth for my birthday, so I now own seasons 1 and 2. My birthday was on August the 25th. Well, Josh, here is a belated happy birthday to you, and thank you for your comment. Enjoy your DVDs. And we have Dave's Had Enough. Oh, beg your pardon. Dave's Had Enough 187. Great review, man, again. I am glad I found the channel and how you go deep in on the reviews. Also, you're one of the few or only person that I found that reviews this show. Still, either way, you do a great job on them and explain things great, and your opinion on things to do with the show. Other than that, this episode was great, and I'm really excited to see what Lou ends up doing and the women. that is over well. Also, to keep up the great content and doing what you do, buddy. Cheers, Dave. That comment actually meant a lot to me, so thank you so much for that amazing comment. There are a few other people that do reviews on Wentworth. There is Lady Parts TV Vlog. They are amazing. There's also one or two other people I've noticed recently that have been doing this year's, and they've all been brilliant. I think we need more of you. Come on, guys. Let's get a few more of you reviewing Wentworth episodes every week. But once again, thank you for your comment, and thank you all again for your amazing comments. You are all absolutely amazing as usual. So that's all I have for you today in today's video, but make sure you are subscribed for my next review video that will be coming up this week. You will not want to miss it. So if you've made it this far into the video, then thank you all for watching. Enjoy tomorrow night's episode, and I will see you all very soon.